I have another crazy Jew story for you guys. I mean, I don't have to read like this whole thing, but infant hospitalized with herpes after circumcision involving direct oral suction. A 2-week-old baby was hospitalized at Wolfson after contracting herpes during a circumcision involving direct oral suction. I mean, what can you say? This is just disgusting, and this is what these people do. And I'm surprised that Jerusalem Post is even admitting this, because it does make them look even crazier.
So the article is very clinical, and I've noticed that they do these kinds of stories when they cover something which, to the outside world is like, whoa, I can't believe, as you said, that they're writing about, like they're admitting. But this is just to like kind of, it's almost like to normalize it, because they keep posting things like this, but there's no debate in the piece of like, maybe this shouldn't be done. This is like Jews suck baby penis. It was like one of the memes, right? And it's like, well,
and they
but
don't
it's
say
true.
That. They say
true,
here,
right?
like, okay, their immune systems are fragile. Parents have to be aware of the risks, because now it's entered into the baby system. They can the herpes, and it can end in disability or developmental issues or death. And they're saying, instead of saying we shouldn't do this, it's like maybe we should use plastic tubes.
That's
for the
the piece here, exactly.
For the suction.
They want to do away with the actually when the rabbi places his mouth on the penis, right? Exactly. Instead of like really, is that not? And in fact, as we learned from some of those who have been in the Orthodox sphere, that in some cases the rabbis even bite the foreskin off with their teeth.
The circumcision in a community, some of it is actually like, I don't know specifically in which Chabad she's part of, but there are some traditions there that don't even involve like using a surgical tool. Some of the moils in some ultra-Orthodox fundamentalist sects of Judaism, they don't use a knife. They use their teeth. I kid you not. I kid you not. I have no problem with this.
They don't even use a clipper or a snipper. They actually bite off the skin with their teeth, and then they suck it after.
Oh, this is just... who else does this? Does any other people on the earth do this?
I mean, unfortunately, circumcision happens, in America for a lot of the
goys.
But
the suction part
not
like this,
that. No,
and then they go to their Jew camp, and then they get, raped by the rabbi later on. So
Pretty
it's
much.
this whole cycle.
It's it breeds for a wonderful type of group of people that we have no problems with whatsoever. But yeah, so there's no wider discussion whether this there's like guidelines and you shouldn't do that. But there's no can you outlaw it then?
Wasn't the Netherlands that was trying to do that? And then it was just this big uproar of anti-Semitism in the Netherlands. Yeah, it was a European country recently that was saying we need to
and I mean, that wasn't
stop this practice.
That wasn't, I think, just only the the suction part, but actually like the circumcision itself, right? The snipping, even if whatever you use, stop the whole thing. But yes, then the Jews rush into that country to demonize them and call them anti-Semites for daring to do this. But the point is they do this to their own. But how many times have we seen stories like this now over the decades? It happens all the time. But there's again, they get a pass, which no one else does, with the weirdest, most disgusting, despicable traditions. It wouldn't be accepted for anyone else, essentially. It'd be like, we used to sacrifice animals or so. Things like that. It's this is child brutality.
Molestation.
It's pedophilia,
yes.
Borderline pedophilia, it's molestation.